Let's go, UW. Is it time to have a conversation about how we should have kept Flores as DC and can TA? The general opinion is he's a product of the players.
Oh, okay. Well, first off, shout out to everybody that's here today, man. If y'all digging what we doing, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We definitely appreciate you all. I would say no. Number one, I say no just because I respect what TA has been doing here. I love what Brian Flores has done in the NFL. Whether you're talking New England, whether you're talking Miami, whether you're talking him here, and obviously what he's doing in Minnesota. He's a heck of a coach. It's the reason why he was a head coach. Okay? Brian Flores is Brian Flores for a reason. He's in convos no different than Raheem Morris, right? Like, he's in that type of stuff, right? Think about what Coach Tomlin was, DC to being a head guy. He's in those type of convos. TA is a DC, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's who TA is. Now, the reason why I don't agree with this opinion of him being a product of his players, we've had multiple coaches come through here with multiple levels of talent and have had varying levels of success, right? But the one thing that when I look at TA and I look at how he calls his calls, I look at how he puts certain players in position to make plays, and I look at the amount of plays that are made defensively, that to me is a well-coached unit. That to me is a unit that trusts their DC, and it's a DC that actually understands what he's doing. I also know for a fact that he actually calls the defense. We know that was part of the, conversations prior to TA taking over. Who was actually calling the calls? Is it Keith Butler or was it Coach Tomlin, right? Was it Dick LeBeau or was it this guy? It's like, nah, it's definitely TA. So to me, I don't look at it like that. I also, just from how we've always talked, whether it was Kenny in the past or whoever, I always look at the player and I put a little bit more on players than coach, because the players are the guys that are out there actually missing the tackles. The players are the guys that are actually having the blown assignments coverage wise. The players are actually the guys out there that are getting confused at times by the releases of the running back and the tight end, or bunch formation and back offset, and they don't know if this 4 strong and they should drop that first guy, or is it just a 3 and back is going away and now we got to rock with what we rocking with. That's not on coaching. The coaches will tell you everything that I just told you verbatim. But those players, they got to be able to take all of that I just articulated here and do that on the field in a split second. And the unfortunate part is right now, they're not doing that consistently enough. And if you look at this tape, the same way you look at that Colts tape and all the other tapes this season, you will see defensively, especially on some of these big plays we've given up, a lot of this is happening before the snap. Ball snap. That's confusion. I can see that. And if I can see it, definitely the OC for the other team can see it. And there's certain concepts that we've had issues with on multiple weeks now, especially when we go to some of our sub-package groupings. When we do some of the nickel stuff, yeah, the communication isn't being consistently good, at least from what I'm seeing. And that's resulting in some big plays being given up, some dudes running wide open, and we're looking like, yo, is it this guy's fault because he was the closest chasing? No, it ain't his fault. He just had great effort, so we're going to blame him anyways. It was actually this guy that you didn't even see in the screen because his eyes were bad. That's the type of stuff we dealing with right now, and it's unfortunate because, yeah, we got too much talent and too much resources over there for that stuff to keep popping up, man.
Now, I don't think it would have been a bad decision to promote Flores and have him be the DC over Terrell Austin. But I also don't think that's the way Tomlin would do business. And I think TA's actually, what's he been in for, 3 years as DC? Yeah. I think he's been a net positive as the defensive coordinator. I think,
and this is his 4th year here, though, because he was
he started out
the
as
secondary assistant.
Yeah, these 2 games have been bad, but I think for the most part, our defense has been more net positive than negative with him being the DC.
Just remember, as bad as last night was, though, Deke, as bad as last night was, they make that stop on 4th down.
Yeah.
They have 3 red zone stops, or 3 turnovers, 3 red zone stops, and a block field goal, and only allowed 13 points versus Dak. Just like, that's what we also have to remember with this. One single play, man, is the difference in that.
Sure. There were bad parts of the defense, though.
It was. 100% it was.
Yeah.
100%.
But no, I think he's been solid for us. Now, who do I think's better? I think Brian Flores is better,
Yeah, but he's more proven.
Yeah, I just don't think that's the way you do business. You bring in Brian Flores as an assistant.
Jump the guy that has been here the whole time.
You know, we're gonna can you. Because I'm sure
Yeah.
Tomlin has a good relationship with
Yes.
Terrell Austin and everything too. But and it's not just we have Austin here because it's a good relationship between Tomlin and Austin.
He's a good
I think that was more
DC.
Tomlin in Canada.
Yeah.
Terrell Austin. Yeah, he's a
We talked
competent
about his
defense
success
coordinator.
even in Detroit before he came over here. We've
Right.
seen Brian Flores, or we saw Terrell Austin have success in this position prior to being here.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the same with Flores, but it's levels to everything. It's multiple.
And the other reason
coaches,
Flores
but
was
yeah.
available at the time too was the Dolphin
Thank you.
situation.
Yep.
We brought him on to give him an opportunity for a season, so he wasn't
Yes.
sitting out.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in head coach and head coach only conversations.
I'm sure he will be in that conversation after this season.
I think so as well, because he knows what he's doing.